Welcome to Skybox Sports News and its continuing coverage of college football, bringing you the College Bowls. Dun 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 dun, ba-da, ba-da. On December 19th, in Boca Raton, Florida Bowl, we have Florida Atlantic versus Akron. Florida Atlantic is a 22.5-point favorite, and they will cover and win by 23 points. On December 20th, at the Frisco Bowl, we have SMU versus Louisiana Tech. SMU is favored by 5. Take them. They will cover and win by 6. On December 21st, at the Gasparilla Bowl, Florida International is playing against Temple. Temple is favored by 7 points, and they will not cover. Take the 7 points and take Florida Atlantic in this game. On December the 22nd, at the Bahamas Bowl, UAB versus Ohio. Ohio is favored by 7.5. Take Ohio. They will cover and win by 8. At the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Central Michigan versus Wyoming. This game is even. I'm taking the Cowboys of Wyoming. Take them. They will win. On December 23rd at the Birmingham Bowl, USF Texas Tech versus USF versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech is not favored. USF is favored by 2.5. I'm taking the 2.5 points, and I'm taking the Texas Tech Red Raiders. They will win. Now we're going with the Armed Forces Bowl on December the 23rd. Army versus San Diego State. San Diego State is favored by 6.5, but I'm going with Army at plus 6.5. They will win. So San Diego State will not cover. December 23rd at the Dollar General Bowl. Toledo versus Appalachia State. Toledo Rockets are favored by 7.5. They will not cover. Take Appalachia State and plus 7.5. December 21st at the Hawaii Bowl. Fresno State versus Houston. Houston is favored by 2.5 points, but Fresno State will win. So Houston will not cover. Take the 2.5 and take the Fresno State Bulldogs. December 26th at the Heart of Dallas Bowl, West Virginia at Utah. Utah's favored by 7 points. They will cover and win by 8. On December 26th, Quick Lane Bowl, Duke versus NIU. Duke is favored by 5. Take them. They will win and cover and win by 6. On December 22nd at the Independence Bowl, South Mississippi, Florida State. Florida State is favored by 16.5 points. Florida State will cover and win by 17. On December 27th at the Foster Farms Bowl, Arizona versus Purdue. Arizona is favored by 4 points. They will cover and win by 5. At the New Era Pinstripe Bowl on December 22nd, it's Iowa versus Boston College. Iowa is favored by 2.5, and they will cover and win by 3. Take them. At December 22nd at the Texas Bowl, Texas versus Missouri. Missouri is favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking the 2.5, and I'm going with Texas. Texas will win, so Missouri will not cover. On December the 28th at the Military Bowl, we have Navy favored by 1 over Virginia. I will take and stick with Navy. They will cover and win by 2. On December the 28th at the Camping World Bowl, we have the Oklahoma State Cowboys versus the Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is Oklahoma Cowboys are favored by 4 points. They will cover and win by 5. Take Oklahoma State. On December the 28th at the Alamo Bowl, we have Stanford versus TCU. TCU is favored by 2.5 points. I'm going with Stanford. I'm taking the 2.5 points. Stanford plus 2.5. I'm taking the Cardinal on the road there. December 28th at the Holiday Bowl, Michigan State versus Washington State. This is the battle of the states. I'm sticking with Michigan State. Washington State's favored by 2.5. Michigan State, they will not cover, so Michigan State at plus 2.5. We're at the December 29th, the Belk Bowl. Wake Forest versus Texas A&M. Wake Forest is favored by 3 points. I'm sticking with the Red Raiders at plus 3. Take the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. On December 29th, the Sun Bowl. North Carolina State at Arizona State. North Carolina State's favored by 6.5, but I'm taking the Sun Devils at plus 6.5. December the 29th, the Music City Bowl. Kentucky at Northwestern. Northwestern's favored by 2.5. Actually, by 7.5. I'm taking Northwestern to win by 8. Take them. At December 29th, the Arizona Bowl. Utah State versus NCW. New Mexico State. Sorry about that. New Mexico State. Utah State is favored by 4 points. They will cover and win by 5. December 29th, the Cotton Bowl Classic. USC versus Ohio State. Hell of a ball game here. I'm sticking with Ohio State, favored by 7.5. They will win by 8. Take Ohio State. On December 30th, at the Tax Slayer Bowl, Louisiana, favored by 6.5 over Mississippi State. I'm sticking with, it's not Louisiana, Louisville. I'm taking with the Louisville Cardinals. 6.5. Yes, they will win and cover and win by 7. December 30th, the Liberty Bowl. Memphis at Iowa State. Memphis at Iowa State. Memphis is favored by 3.5. They will cover and win by 4. December 30th, Fiesta Bowl. Penn State at Washington. This is a hell of a ball game right here, folks. Penn State's favored by 2. Washington, I'm gonna stick with Washington at plus 2. I'm taking Washington Huskies. Okay, on December 30th, the Orange Bowl. Miami at Wisconsin. Hell of a ball game here, folks. I am sticking. Wisconsin's favored by 6.5. They will not cover. I'm taking Miami at plus 6.5. January 1st, the Outback Bowl. South Carolina at Michigan. Michigan's favored by 7.5. They will cover and win by 8. January 1st at the Peach Bowl. Auburn at UCF. Hell of a ball game here. University of Central Florida has been a great team all season, but Auburn is on another level. They are favored by 9.5 and will win by 10. On January 1st, the Citrus Bowl. Notre Dame at LSU. LSU is favored by 3 points. We are going to stick with those, take those 3 points, and we're going with Notre Dame at plus 3. Now the big ones. January 1st, the Rose Bowl. Oklahoma at Georgia. Georgia's favored by 2 points. Oklahoma has that Heisman Trophy winner. What the heck's going to happen at this ball game? Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tight ball game. But Georgia will win. They will cover the 2 points and win by 3 points. Take the Georgia Bulldogs. And on January 1st, at the Sugar Bowl, you've got Alabama versus Clemson, the current reigning national champions. Alabama's favored by 2.5 points. Alabama has a hell of a football team. Clemson has a hell of a football team. The difference will be Clemson plus 2.5. They will win. Alabama will not cover the 2.5 points, and we take Clemson. Clemson wins by 2.5 points on the road. And those are your NCAA bowl game picks, brought to you by Skybox Sports News. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Out.